done such a job protecting its beauty and its richness for so many thousands of years. In a world where there are many reasons to despair, I actually believe that Gawad Kalinga is one of the things that gives us all cause to hope.
Greetings and welcome to this country. And I say that with all the sincerity in my heart. Our arms are open wide to Gawad Kalinga. And I understand that means to give care. And with a name like that, how can we, the Aboriginal people of this country, have any doubts about your integrity, your aims, your objectives, or your goodwill and nature?
It suggests was a site for learning for the Indigenous community 10,000 years ago. So we take a great deal of pride in welcoming you to this site, but also, of course, to this beautiful building.
You, our friends here who have been so generous in helping us build the templates that are now starting to be powered, and the work has just simply grown because it does not make people depend on charity, but it just sees the potential even of the poorest and the most marginalized to discover his humanity and also to be able to grow his excellence. So Gawad Kalinga is being institutionalized not only in law but in education.
Because GK is really is made up of stories more than templates. It's really how each individual changed a community, and that has been the pattern and the platform. After 7 years, we are now into scaling up GK, replicating the different the models that we have experienced. We are now in 2,000 communities, and we hope to be in 5,000 in the next 3 years.
The miracle of transformation happened, building one family at a time, one community at a time. Because of the spirit of caring and sharing.
What struck me when the people from GK came to our company was that this was not simply a concept of simply giving money. It wasn't a concept of simply building homes and turning it over to people. But it had a distinct sustainability element built into it. They really take care of ensuring and even teaching people how to live in these communities. Instilling values, producing livelihood programs, and being able to ensure that the people, when they live in these communities, are able to sustain their livelihood and their lifestyles.
Not only being the very first registered guy that he is, he managed to convince me to look into GK. And over the years, he's dragged me along from one conference to another, and also to look at what they've been doing in the GK villages. But over the years, I've caught glimpses of what it is, what it has done, and what it is trying to do.
As Gawad Kalinga does this, there is a very clear focus on the first template, which is transforming people themselves. As earlier explained, fundamental to Gawad Kalinga's work is values formation.
But I was exposed to something and Zena described it as amazing, and seeing the transformation in the lives of people who had very little. They were living in absolute poverty and despair and no hope. But GK gave them hope. They even speaking with people that had benefited by having GK in their lives and the people from GK.
As an immersion, it's not a tour. Because as far as possible, we immerse the boys in a new culture. The theme of all our immersions is learning to serve and serving to learn. This experience is always a two-way traffic, and in giving to a community, we're always in turn gifted by them.
In a way, painting a GK village is marketing for us, and it's very effective marketing as well. It was mentioned by the previous speaker about the effect that working on a GK project has with our people, so that's the other benefit it brings to us as a business. For those of you who are in business, you want people engagement, no better way than being involved in a GK project.
Although we are in a great hall in a Greek institution,
but all the sharings we have here in front of us in the video, it boils down to a very simple fact.
Gawad Kalinga started as a dream, but because we believe in it, it will happen. And now we're carrying the dreams of all the poor people. Wherever you go in the Philippines and you tell them, hey, GK will come here and develop your area, you will see the smile, the contentment, and the peace that something significant will happen in your lives. And for those trying to raise funds, know this, the core of your heart, know this, that you are being appreciated very, very much by everyone.
These communities are just very remote, very difficult to reach. It takes a little bit of courage first from a GK caretaker to say, yes, I will risk my life to go into these slums. Yes, I will go into these remote areas that nobody else wants to go to. I will ride that dump truck because a normal car cannot go in. And when that commitment happens, that's when all the resources begin to flourish.
They were the ones that actually really started the work here in Australia. At the same time, they're really the reason why it's actually here up to now, just because of their whole drive and initiative to actually create something.
The need for sustaining this movement of Gawad Kalinga really lies on us. And there's also a big need for, in the Philippines especially, to promote an atmosphere and a culture of entrepreneurship, which is lacking, as we will illustrate also.
We also do GK work like building houses and speaking with the beneficiaries. And we also added another advocacy for GK. We've been training the young kids music and performance.
GK is the only solution for us. Doesn't matter you're Filipino, Australian, Gawad Kalinga teaches you how to love, to learn how to forgive, and how to embrace other faith.
I'm so just overwhelmed, and I cannot thank all the Gawad Kalinga volunteers, especially the young people here.
How do we intend to reach 2024? Having at the heart of it our integrity and credibility and excellence.
I believe we stand on the threshold of great expectations and possibilities, more so now than ever before. Tonight, we celebrate the best of Singapore and the Philippines and highlight the friendship among ASEAN nations.
The Gawad Kalinga for me is more than just a builder of homes and communities. Creating opportunities and providing means and helping people tap into them.
Poverty is of course a lack of resources. You don't have a house, you don't have a job, you don't have money. There is a deeper poverty. And the deeper poverty is a lack of poverty of capability. So the deeper poverty that we need to address, and especially from universities who must think long term, is this poverty of capability.
Our love affair with the forgotten and with the forsaken Filipino. And so this is a book of love, and this is a book of dreams, and it is all your stories.
Special friends of